Everyone, it's John from Chaotic Commander, and today we have one hell of a game planned for you guys. So tonight I decided to build an Orzhov deck. So I'm playing Tessa, Orzhov Scion. She likes to create tokens and then use those tokens to exile annoying creatures. And the card going in my command zone, because of the Oathbreaker Light rule, is going to be Victimize. It just gets sacrifices something to get something back from my graveyard. Speaking of rules, because I'm doing this way out of order, tonight's rules are Chaotic Overgrowth and Oathbreaker Light. So Chaotic Overgrowth, once during your turn at sorcery speed, you can pay 5 life, roll a 6-sided die for X, and then you can search your deck for half X basic lands rounded up, and they come into the battlefield tapped with half X stun counters on them. And then Oathbreaker Light is, you can have one instant or sorcery in your command zone, but once it gets cast, it is exiled permanently. So that is my deck. I want to sack a bunch of things. There's some life gain stuff in here too, but that's less important. But yeah, it's a new build. I'm excited to give it, see what it can do. But next up, we have my good friend Dell.
Hey everybody, I am Dell, aka the Delicious God. You can find me on YouTube and Twitter at the Delicious God, where I do deck techs, pack opens called Cardboard Therapy, and I shit post a lot. So check me out over there. Give me a like and a follow if you wouldn't mind. Don't really have any goals for numbers, but it would be nice to start climbing up a little more here and there. Tonight I am playing Ayula, Queen Among Bears. It's all about getting bears on the battlefield, bopping people in the face, and trying to win. Hopefully with commander damage. Actually just got this really cool Surge Foil Ruska, but I like my classic Ayula better. So,
Cool.
oh, and my opening Oathbreaker Light is going to be Second Harvest.
Oh.
It's one of the only instant sorceries in here that doesn't have flashback, and I think every time I do this, I end up forgetting I have it. So I'm gonna put it here so I don't forget to cast it.
All right, next up we have Jim.
All right, hi guys, I'm Jim, Lowland Professor on Twitter and everywhere else. Tonight I am playing. Oops, sorry, what's that?
Now there's like feedback there.
All right, tonight I'm playing Kyler Sigardian Emissary, who is actually at the helm of my Legends of the Hidden Templars deck. This is going to be a Knight Templar deck from the new Assassin's Creed set, playing with lots of legendary artifacts and the ability to put them into play in the middle of combat. I really don't have much in there aside from the creatures and the artifacts, so just about the only instant or sorcery I've got access to is the classic Wrath of God.
Oh,
Nice.
wonderful.
Nice. Love to see it. Love to see it. All right, awesome. Excited to see what the Templars can do. And last and definitely not least, we have Thea. Oh, yes. Yes, now is a good time to throw your links in the chat. Speaking of, I guess I should chill something. I have started a Patreon. Right now I'm brainstorming ideas for rewards for tiers besides just getting content early and like certain giveaways and stuff. But yeah, that is now live. It's in my link tree. I guess I'll put that in there at some point. But basically, editors are not super cheap, so yeah.
I don't edit any of my stuff for that very reason. I can't afford it.
It's like, well, I don't have time to, so if I don't have someone else do it, it just won't get done. So
But you're right.
like,
So there's like, I just wing most of my videos. Just like I'll record it. If I mess up anything, I'll cut a little bit. But other than that, that's why most of my stuff's just very low effort. Where I appreciate all editors out there and what you guys do, but I can't afford you.
hey, are you here?
I'm definitely in about the same place as far as editors go. I'm working on my first series of YouTube videos and realizing that I'm going to need to teach myself how to do a little bit of editing in order to put them together.
Yeah,
Because
used to
I
be so
definitely
much
can't afford
easier.
anything.
she left the chat, so maybe she's trying to get back in.
Feel bad.
Yeah, editors are.
It's like
Editing takes so much time. But if you are looking for an editor, my editor is currently looking to take on more work because I've slowed down. So she would like more work, and she's very affordable, really, for sure how much.
Shout out to the editor.
Yeah, shout out to Kat if you're watching.
Oh, she might be watching eventually. She hadn't sis, right?
Yeah, probably.
Love you, Kat.
No one's in chat.
You good?
All right,
Is that better?
that is better.
So far, so good.
All right. Sorry about that, everyone watching. Just like a little
Don't
different.
worry.
Did you get none of my intro?
It started out. We started talking about Athreos, and then it kind of like went like I don't know how to call that, like jittery.
Yeah.
And I got to a point where I'm like, is it just me? Or can anyone else hear?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it
Okay,
was
yeah.
just me, so.
You gotten
So we.
Okay. So you got like none of my intro.
Just up the Athreos today. I don't think we even got what your instant was or what your deck does or anything.
Yeah.
Start
Okay.
over.
Yeah. Sorry.
You're
Yeah.
okay.
Perfect. So I'm playing Athreos, God of Passage. It is the Shadowborn Apostle deck. So basically what it wants to do is get 6 Shadowborn Apostles, amass a bunch of value using little creatures to turn into powerful game-ending finishers via scary demons, and then win with a bunch of game drain aristocrat effects. So to that end, the card that I picked for my instant or sorcery is a card called Echoing Returns, which is Modern Horizons 2, which probably not a lot of people know about, which lets me return target creature and all other creature cards with the same name as that card from my graveyard to my hand, which will hopefully help me get cards back if I need them. So with that, hopefully everyone's ready to go. I'm looking forward to the game, and I am ready to start when everyone else is.
All right, perfect. All right, Jim, you had the high roll. Go ahead and take us away, bud.
All right, so you said that I can go ahead and roll a 6-sided die and pay 5 life, roll a 6-sided die, and then get that many land cards into play?
So it's half. So if you get a 6,
half of that.
You get 5 or 6, you get 3. 3 or 4, you get 2, and 1 or 2, you get 1. And they come in with that many stun counters on them. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pay my 5 right off the bat and roll for my 2. So I'm going to get 1 basic land with 1 stun counter on it.
Sir.
And I will simply find what's in my hand already? Okay, I'm just going to find a forest tapped with stun counter on it. I'm going to shuffle this right up after my turn ends, so I'm not holding anyone else back. But then I'm going to play a plains to go along with that.
Nice.
And that's going to be the end of my turn.
Nice.
Cool. I will draw. I will play a basic swamp, and I will tap the swamp and play a Soul Ring, and I will pass the turn after that.
Perfect. I will draw. I will play a swamp as well, and then I will also pay the 5 life and do the thing. All right. Let's see.
We're ramping out here.
I'm trying to. We'll see. That's a 2, so I will go get 1. I will get a plains, and then I will pass turn.
Play it first. I'll also pay the 5 life and roll the things. Ooh, I get 3, so I get 2.
Yeah, buddy. You're really ramping.
Ooh, wait.
You know, now you.
There we go.
I mean, it's kind of
right there.
It's kind of bittersweet because you can't use it for longer, but
This will have some more mana a little bit later.
yeah, right.
And I will be done after that. On you, Jim.
Mystery tool for later.
All right, well, I just finished shuffling, so I'm good with that.
Perfect.
I will remove my stun counter. Oh no, there's not going to be a whole lot that I can do just yet. Except for I will drop a Myriad Landscape tapped and end my turn after that.
I will play a Vault of Champions for my land for turn. So if y'all want to concede, it'll come in tapped. Otherwise, since I have 2 or more opponents, it will come in untapped. Then I will tap 3, floating a colorless to play my commander, Athreos, God of Passage. It is a 5/4 indestructible creature. As long as my devotion to white and black is less than 7, it is just an enchantment. And then whenever another creature I control dies, I return it to my hand unless target opponent pays 3 life. And I will pass the turn after that.
Perfect. I will untap, remove that stun counter, and draw. I will play a plains land for turn. I will tap 2 for Sorin of House Markov. Lifelinker, he has Extort, so that's pretty cool. And I think I will just do the thing again, because, you know, might as well, right? No, fudge.
Right away from me.
5. Okay, it was a 5. It's a 5. That's unfortunate. I didn't really want that high of a roll, so I will go get 3, and I'll pass turn. I'll get 2 plains in the swamp.
Drop the 1. Draw a card. Play a forest. Play my commander. That'll be the end of my turn.
Unfortunate.
On to you, Jim.
All right. I'll go ahead and untap my forest for the first time and draw my card. Then I'll play another forest for the turn. All right. I'm going to go ahead and pay 2 for a 3 visits to search my library for a forest, put it onto the battlefield, and then shuffle my library. So I'll just go ahead and grab the top half and look for a forest real quick. Now, it does not say that it comes into play tapped.
Yeah.
So
That's why that card is like $8.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Keep reprinting it, drop the price, that keeps going right back up because it's that good a card.
It goes in every deck. It's got it. And then with that land in play that I just played, I've got 3 available. So I'm also going to do a Kadama's Reach, and I'll search for those. I'll search for those and put them into play, or one into play and the other in my hand, and that's going to be the end of my turn.
Well, we know who's public enemy number 1 right now. Come on, all that RAM?
That's crazy.
That's like the only thing I've managed to draw is ramp. So it's either draw land go or,
Yeah.
thin my deck a little bit.
Cool. All right, I will draw for turn. I will play a swamp. I'll tap out. I will use 1 colorless and 2 black to play a Phyrexian Arena, and a black to play my first of many Shadowborn Apostles, and then I will pass the turn after that.
Okay. Untap. 2. Perfect, but I didn't need. Alright, play a swamp as my land for turn. I am going to pay 2 for Ariami de Presidio, and I will extort that. So you will each lose a life and I will gain 1. Or gain 3.
All right, that flips over your Sorin.
Yes, that's after combat, right? Yep. I will go to combat, and how big is Shadowborn Apostle? It's a 1/1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just throw Sorin at you, Thea, because you have the most life. So 1/4 coming at you.
All right.
Okay, I'll gain an additional life, and then after combat, Sorin will flip. Oh, it's a planeswalker, and I will uptick him by 2 to create a food token at 5.
Yummy, yummy.
Right, and then I will pass the turn.
Tap. Final counter removed. Oh, pick my hand up, dang. Play another forest, and we will play a good old-fashioned werebear. He exercises his right to bear arms. I put 2 +1s on Mama Bear.
I would fight that sack outlet, because that's what's going to enable his commander.
What's that?
That sack outlet, Bartholomew del Presidio, I would definitely... I mean, I'm working on building a Teysa deck, so anytime I see a sacrifice outlet in Teysa, I get nervous.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you target me with anything, you're going to regret it right now. So, I'd advise you not. So
I'm not fighting now, but I can. I will play an Ogolith, and then move to combat. I'm going to attack John, but go for Sorin instead.
How big is your bear?
One coming at 4/4.
Sure. I'll go down to 1.
And then that will be my turn. On to you, Jim.
All right, on to me. Okay. Whoop. I'm taking this whole turn in the wrong order, aren't I? All right, I'm going to drop a Wooded Bastion down here. And then for 3, I'm going to play Otekra's Monument.
Nice.
Makes my white creatures cost 1 less to play, and whenever I play a creature spell, I get a 1/1 white warrior creature token with Vigilance.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
So then I'm going to use my other 4 to play my commander, who's going to cost 1 less as a white creature, and get myself a human token. Since, whoops, I just messed up my whole camera there.
Nice. Very nice.
Since a human comes into play, she's going to get a 1/1 counter on her. And that's what I can do this turn. All right, I've got something on the board.
Nice. Untap, upkeep, I'll lose a life and draw a card from Phyrexian Arena, and I will draw another card for turn. I will tap 4. I will cast Remembrance, another enchantment. So Remembrance reads, whenever a non-token creature I control would be put into the graveyard, I may search my library for a copy of that creature card. And if I do reveal that card and put it into my hand and shuffle my library after, and then I will tap another one and play another Shadowborn Apostle, my Athreos is now a creature, and I will swing it at Soren.
That's totally fine. Soren will die.
And then I will pass the turn.
Tap. I will remove stone counter. I'll draw. I will play Plains as my land for turn. I'm gonna tap the Plains. I'm gonna path the exile your commander, Thea. So exile it, and you can find a basic land unless you have a response.
I mean, I'm tapped out, but yeah, that's fine. I'll just replay my commander next turn. So yeah, that's fine.
Slowing you down a little bit. I will tap 3, and I will get out Taysom. So
I've got a Swamp. Comes in tapped, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And then I will sack the food to Bartholomew, getting a +1/+1 counter. I will just hold back a little bit, and I'll pass the turn.
Okay. Draw. Stay back on there. Land for turn. How big is Bartholomew?
He's just a 3/2 currently.
3/2, you say?
Yeah, he's just a 3/2. I don't know why you're trying to target me already.
Just asking. I'm not targeting yet. I just didn't like Soren.
Soren's gone. What do you mean? He's dead.
I know. That's the only reason I targeted Soren.
He doesn't even do anything.
Oh,
I was just using him to create artifacts for. You just want to gain some life, dude.
Ooh, it's gonna work perfectly well. How big is your commander, Jim?
My commander right now is a 3/3.
3/3. Theo's got a couple 1/1s over there.
Yep, 3/3.
Which one will be meaner to? You guys are both same life total.
You don't want to do something about all those Shadowborn. Well, I guess.
I can get rid of one.
And
I can't really
Well, it also doesn't particularly matter because even if you got rid of one, I can just get another one with Remembrance.
unless you can exile.
So
it. Yeah, you're right.
I would live to see the day when Mono Green gets an exile effect. That would be quite something.
I have a sword. I have a Swords of the Plowshare. I just colored it green.
Here you go.
I want to do.
I mean, look, I'm all
Jim's
for
commander. I don't
bullying.
feel as bad. I'm gonna do that. I already did something mean to John. I'm gonna play Dragon Scarred Bear. It's gonna fight your commander, Jim, and then I'm gonna pay 2 to regenerate because I have total power 8.
Okay, and it's what, a 3/3 itself?
That's a 3/2 actually, but it will be regenerated after that.
3/2.
No. Yeah.
All right, that's gonna kill Kyler.
I have a dumb question. How does regenerate doesn't say return from the graveyard, just remove from damage? It gets to get tapped, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
gets
I
tapped.
Okay, but it doesn't re-enter the battlefield, right? It's not leaving the battlefield. It's been a while since I've done that, and it was a weird way to word it. I just want to make sure.
No, you're good. You're good. You're doing it correctly.
And then from there, just to spread the love, I have 2 minutes. I'm going to pay 1 and 2 to play a Forest Bear, putting 2 more counters on my Eula, and I'm going to swing at Thea for 6.
All right. I will take 6, going to 31.
And then that will be my turn. Up to you, Jim.
All right. Thank you for killing my one meaningful creature. All right.
I'm spreading the bear hugs, you know.
Spreading the bear hugs. All right, I'm going to drop another Plains there. Then I will play a Horn of Gondor, which will give me a 1/1 human soldier token. And I do not have enough to bring my commander back out again, unfortunate. So I'm going to end my turn.
Cool. Untap. Lose life, draw, and draw for turn. All right. I will tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Recast my commander, and I will tap 1 and replay another Shadowborn Apostle, and then I will pass the turn after that.
Untap. I'll remove the last stun counter and draw for turn. Play Swamp as a land for turn.
Yes, good.
Okay, so I'll just tap 2 for a Grave Dig, and then return Soren to my hand. So I will tap 2 to recast Soren. Let's see. I want to. Not really a whole lot I can do right now. So I will just I'll just pass it. I'm not gonna sit around and think about
Better not to make an enemy out of the bears.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Pretty much.
Turn. Zoinks. I'm going to do something I don't think I was ever able to do in this deck before.
Oh, cool.
Assuming it goes through. Pay 2 for a Blade of Cells?
Oh God.
Oh boy.
that's not okay.
Equip
Is that you're equipping to the?
the Runescarred Bear. Or, I'm sorry, Dragonscarred Bear.
Oh gosh. Okay.
And then
Let me know before you go to combat. I can't let you swing.
I'm going... Hi, welcome to combat.
All right. In response to you trying to move to combat, I'm gonna tap black for a lethal throwdown. So I'm gonna sacrifice Bartholomew because it's a modified creature. I'm gonna destroy the bear with the blade of selves on it, and then I'll get to draw a card, and I will extort that. And I'll gain 3 life.
I can regenerate that, right?
Oh shit! Is that what? Then I'll change my mind. I will kill your. I forgot that had regenerate. I'll kill your commander then.
Oh, see, now you're just being mean.
Well, that way you can't get a bunch of counters or fights. I was trying to just stop, but I forgot that one had regenerate.
That's why
And we
I
all
put the mirror
lose.
mat on it.
We all lose a life, and you gain 3.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
But I mean, we're all
Counter
gonna get
fit
hit
on
with
to
an angry bear now.
Yup.
What can we do, really?
I'm already in combat, so I'm gonna attack. Who's the biggest? Attack John, and then a bear's gonna come at each of you, Thea and Jim.
Cool.
Oh,
I'm
sure.
gonna block it with my Athreos.
Okay.
Those bears are what, 2/2s?
3 2s.
I will take 3.
Do they have trample?
Not currently, no.
Okay, I'm going to use my Horn of Gondor to make
Oh, wait.
2 more tokens here.
Actually, no. I'm gonna just put Soren in front of it because it's a 1/4. So I'm sorry. I'll gain the 3 back, and then I'll gain an additional 1.
And I'll throw one of my 1/1 humans in as a chump blocker to block it.
And Soren
That's
will
cool.
transform. Is it after every combat it checks,
No,
or is
it's
it
just mine?
Alright.
But because Bartholomew did die, I will create a 1/1 white spirit with flying.
And then that will be my turn. Pastor.
All right.
It's a flyer.
This is a really unstable setup I've got here. Keep on bumping.
Put the right way. My camera just won't stop swinging.
All right. So finish untapping. Going through my upkeep. Any triggers? No? Cool. Draw. All right. Let's drop the land for a turn. Even despite the ramp, I haven't missed a land drop yet.
That's awesome. That's what you love to see. Love to see it.
Yeah, that's wild. That's a lot of land going on there.
I'll put this over here for commander cost.
I will drop 3 more for that. I'm gonna put in Realm Breaker, the invasion tree.
Ooh.
Interesting.
I don't know how I'm going to take a land out of any of you guys' graveyards in order to use him, which is why I've been hesitating with this.
Yeah.
You'll have some lands for me eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That is a cool card.
I'm gonna end my turn there.
Alright. Untap. Upkeep, lose a life and draw with Arena. Draw for a turn. I will play a Plains for my land for turn. And then I will tap 3. And I will cast 3 more Shadowborn Apostles.
Oh, that is 6.
Yeah.
6. All right.
And then I am trying to think, what I want to do. I don't know who I'm more scared of, honestly. Bears or the card that I know is going to get out of hand real quick as soon as you get 1 card. I'm assuming you have the combo in there.
What are you talking about?
Tesa, I'm assuming you have the combo in there.
Well, I don't know the combo. This is only built out of cards I have lying around, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
I put 0
Sorry, I'm
thought.
looking out with Darkest Tower.
I didn't.
Anyways, sorry. Then, I don't know. I'll swing for 5 at you. I'll swing for 5 at you, Del.
Okay.
And then I will pass the turn after that.
Okay. Cool. I will play Spymaster's Vault. It's a new land, and I could just connive based on how many creatures died this turn. I'm not planning on killing a bunch of creatures, but it's cool. It comes in on top because I control the sword.
Well, give it time. I might just kill 6 for you.
There you go. Yeah, and I can actually do that, so I'm gonna leave that untapped. So I'm gonna tap 2. for a marionette apprentice. I will extort that. So, and I will create a 1/1 servo when it ETBs.
Somebody have a rooster?
Yeah, that's
All
my
right.
background.
So I will gain 3 more life.
This is chicken fighting country.
I say we heard a police siren, now we hear a rooster. Related or unrelated?
To keep,
Roosters on the lane.
Well, the police don't do anything about the chicken fight, so probably unrelated.
so I'm gonna tap 3 for a Dreadmobile. It's got menace. It's a crew 1. I can pay a mana to sacrifice the creature to put a +1/+1 counter, and I will extort that as well. So I'll gain 3 more life. I will go to combat. I'm just gonna send 1 at you, Jim. So it's just a 1/4 with lifelink.
Just a 1/4 with lifelink.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna activate my Horn of Gondor to get 3 more humans, and I'll throw 1 in front as a chump blocker.
You don't want to throw 4 in front so that he can't flip his Sorin?
I mean,
You want.
I can't lose my entire little field of 1/1s, which is the only thing I've got going on here. I need someone else to help out with that stuff.
Soren's only a 1/4.
Yeah, it's just.
You'd only lose 1.
Yeah, I only killed 1.
No, you know what? You're right. I'll throw 4 of them in front of him then.
Because, I mean, at this point, it's like us 3 against him. He has 45 life, so no one's really looking at you. I'm pretty confident. I can say I'm not looking
So
at you.
you are putting 4 creatures in front, correct?
Yes, I'm putting 4 creatures in front.
I will still gain a life. He will die. I will go to my main phase 2. I will get another spirit and flying.
Hey, Megan.
Oh, sweet. Got someone in the... Oh, hey, how's it going? Hope your night's going well. Hope your weekend's going well. So I really wanted that food token. I'll pass the turn.
Feeling kind of hungry now, huh?
Yeah.
Really craving that food token.
Yeah, it's just, interesting.
Raw. Ooh, right on time, too. I cast both. No. First things first. Recast my commander.
Yeah. You gotta. Really.
Have to, right?
Alright. Oh,
And
it's
then-
going pretty good, actually. We're having a nice, fun game of Commander.
I'm gonna level with you. I forget what this card's called because it's in Russian, but it's the Ayula enchantment. You sacrifice a land to make a bear. Ayula's savagery?
No, it's Ayula's influence, and you discard a land and make a 2/2 bear.
Discard a land, thank you. I was gonna look it up in a second, but I don't have anything to sack or discard at the moment.
Yeah. And
So those cards where I'm like, why do I keep buying foreign cards? Oh, because they kind of look cool.
yeah,
And sometimes they're cheaper.
yeah, that's true. Sometimes they are a decent amount cheaper.
And I'm gonna take your word on that. Don't feel like looking it up right now, actually, so I'm gonna move on from there. And then I'm gonna move to combat. Beginning of combat, I'm gonna move +1s onto my home bear. I'm gonna announce the dragon scarred bear again as attacking. We're gonna be attacking John specifically.
Sure.
So there's gonna be a token coming at each of you guys.
So it's a 3/2, correct?
A 3/2, and I'm gonna have a 3/2 coming at Thea and Jim. When they enter the battlefield, don't want to find anything.
Interesting.
We'll just put more on Mama Bear,
Okay. All right.
and then that'll be the
So,
combat.
I guess
3/2
we'll go
and
in order. So, Jim, what you gonna do? How are you gonna clear your blocks?
Oh, is that me first then?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put one of my 4 humans here in front to block it.
I'm going to put one of my Shadowborns in front of it, and then I will tap and sacrifice all 6 to go get a demon. That will trigger Athreos and Remembrance. I'll stack them so that Athreos triggers first. Del, you can either pay 18 life or any multiple of 3. You could pay up to 18 life, 3 for each one, or I get them back in my hand.
Do I pay 18 life as a joke?
I wouldn't recommend it, considering Remembrance will literally just let me replace them, but it's up to you.
It would be funny, but I will let you have those all back in your hand.
Okay? Remembrance will then trigger. I'll get 6 more into my hand. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will search for a Burning Rune Demon, which will then let me tutor for 2 differently named cards. So I will tutor for an Edgewalker, and an Unburial Rites. And then I will target you, Del. You pick one that goes into my hand and the other that goes into my graveyard.
What does Unburial Rites do again?
Lets me get a creature back out of my graveyard. So
And it's flashback, right?
Yep.
I'll let you have that in your graveyard.
You'll put the Edgewalker into my hand?
Yes.
Okie doke. Alright.
So we don't have to cast that twice, you only can cast that once. That makes sense to me, at least.
Well, it's kind of a by-road sacrifice, honestly, because if you put the Edgewalker in my graveyard, I just get it right back. So it really, to me, it really doesn't make much difference.
Look. You're talking to a guy's about to pay 18 life for a joke.
No, look, I love a meme as much as anybody. Trust me. Like, certified meme.
What's that? So that's it? Still. Okay. I'm going to tap this to crew this. I'm going to pay a mana to sacrifice it to put a +1/+1 counter on it. You'll each lose a life.
Sounds good.
And then I will kill the bear coming at me.
And I will regenerate. Then I think that will be my turn after that, Jim.
Actually, nope. I'm going to tap this too, and Teysa is going to connive 7. No, it's not. It's going to connive... Because 3 of your creatures died, 6 of hers died, and 1 of mine died. So that's...
So it's going to connive 10.
Yeah, so I'll draw 10 and discard 10.
And one of mine died too.
Oh, 11.
These go up to 11. Oh, John, there's a really good offer in your comments right now from a bot.
I saw. Alright, shoot. I can only keep 1. So I gotta really think about what I want to keep here. I think I'm gonna keep this one. So I'm discarding Wormcoral Lava, Read the Bones, Grave Pact, Not Master, Weather Light Completed, Essence Early Ready Quest, Land, and...
John, while you're doing that, I'm also going to go ahead and pop my Myriad Landscape and just grab 2 basic lands.
Okay, so she'll get 8 +1/+1 counters on her.
At this point, I'm just looking at my deck and going, there are over 30 copies of one card in here that I have not found a single copy of.
Yeah.
Oh, I better know which one it is.
Yeah.
And so I'm just, trying to thin my deck a little by getting rid of some things that aren't that card.
Right, yeah.
Oh, is it Templars?
I'm never going to tell.
Oh, come on.
Creatures.
But it might be Templars.
I don't really have a way
That's
to
feel bad,
get
though.
it.
Heck, for all you know, it could be Slime Against Humanity. It's got green in this deck.
Oh,
True.
Sneak.
I
I
wrote
don't know that part of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
That's part of my fanfic. And I think at that point, that is my turn then, Jim. I think it's on to you.
All right, I'm just finishing my shuffle right now.
Very good.
All right, I got
Someone
a lot
needs to
of stuff
replace the
here to
battery in their in their fire.
I thought it was just feedback.
No, it's too consistent for that. I know, because I took one off the wall because it was driving me crazy until I got the 9-volt battery for it. It's like, no.
We have ones that you don't have to replace the battery for like 10 years, but then you have to test it every so often, and it will remind you, but it always happens to remind us in the middle of the night. One of them goes off, and I'm like panicking, running around my house, checking for fire, but I'm like, oh, wait, I have to reset this, don't I? Beep, beep, and then we're good. I'm like, can you do it in the afternoon when I'm awake and not half-dressed and panicked, I can't say it's getting the ones you don't have to change the batteries as often is the moral of my story.
all of my fire alarms, they're connected to they're wired in centrally, so if one battery goes out, all of them start to go off.
Ew.
But it won't actually tell me which one is bad. So they'll just all go, and I'll replace one battery at a time.
That is awful.
And
I'm sorry.
then it turns out one of the batteries that I put in was dead already, so I have to go around a second time. It's ridiculous. All right, still not much I can do, but I've got 3, 6, 9 total mana value worth of historical permanents in play, and so I'm going to just pay 3 to drop Excalibur, Sword of Eden.
Ooh, is that a new one?
That is a new one, so I can only equip it to a legendary creature. It costs X less, where X is the number of, or the the total mana value of historic permanents I control. I can only equip it to a legendary creature, but that creature gets +10/+0 and vigilance.
Sheesh.
Sick.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's never supposed to get cast in this deck. There's a whole trick here. That's going to be my turn. There's a whole trick here to cheat it out for free. Yeah, there's a whole trick here to cheat it out for free and slap it onto a Templar that's attacked and hasn't been blocked. But I can't do that.
My go?
Yep.
Your go.
All right, cool. Untap, upkeep, lose a life and draw from Phyrexian Arena, and draw for a turn. All right, everyone is tapped out, so, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll tap this
All
out.
right.
I've got
I'll play a Reliquary Tower for my land for turn.
That's nice. That works out really well, huh?
Yeah, you could say so. I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3. I'm going to cast the Edgewalker out of my hand, so all of my clerics cost white, black less to cast.
Yeah.
Then I will start by paying 2. I will play a Taborax, Hope's Demise. It is a 2/2 flyer. It has lifelink as long as it has 5 or more 1/1 counters on it. And when another non-token creature I control dies, I put a +1/+1 counter on Taborax. If it was a cleric, I can draw a card, and if I do that, I lose a life. I will also tap the Reliquary Tower and play a Shadowrite Priest. Other clerics I control get +1/+1, and I can pay 5. Tap and sacrifice another cleric to search my library for a black creature card and put it onto the battlefield and then shuffle. And then for white and a black, discounted to free, I'll play an Ellis Ilkor Sadistic Pilgrim. It is a 2/2 Death Touch. Whenever another creature ETBs under my control, I gain a life. And whenever another creature I control dies, each opponent loses a life. So I will play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Shadowborn Apostles. So I'll gain 12 life, going back up to 36. And then I will pass the turn after that.
Okie dokie. Your thing, I will untap and draw. That is not what I wanted to see.
So I'm keeping up with you in the life gain department there.
Yeah, I see that. See that. Well, I don't think I'm gonna live long enough. All of my stuff is in the graveyard. Okay, so I will play 2, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna play a Virtue of Persistence. Now, if I get another upkeep, I can bring a creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under my control during my upkeep. I think I need to...
Wait a second. What is that enchantment they're due again?
At the beginning of my upkeep, I put a target creature from a graveyard onto the battlefield under my control. It will almost exclusively be my own graveyard.
Oh, it's any graveyard, so it's your
Yes.
own too. Okay.
Yeah. But after that, I've got nothing else. I'll pass turn.
It's nice to be back in the land of living with all you guys.
Yeah? Yeah, I'd say. What do I even have that could do anything? Unfortunate. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, Dell, it's up to you. Get us back in the game, bud.
Yeah,
I don't think
sure.
that'll be too hard. I think the bear is going to be doing a lot of fighting.
Yeah?
Not enough.
You get rid of
Thea's got a line over there that I think we're gonna all lose to in a second.
Well, if you get rid
Hey,
of the live gain, I mean, forces her to do it right. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. It's tough.
Hey, John, you
Touch though,
you
so
need those creatures in your graveyard, right?
What's that? Me?
You need those creatures in your graveyard in order to play with?
Oh, Thea or?
No, you, John.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's nice. I mean, I could probably
Right.
connive if a lot of stuff dies and refill it if I. Need
Well,
to.
I'm gonna tap Realm Breaker and have you mill 3, and then I want to know if you've got a land card in your graveyard after that.
I mean, I do. I have Sunlight Marsh, a swamp, or plains, or a hidden courtyard. Those are the only 3 lands or 4 lands I have. So,
I'll take a hidden courtyard.
You know what it does? To discover 4 land.
No, it just sounds cool.
Yeah, so you could pay.
that's
No,
as good as reason. That's a good as reason as any. Jeff.
Yeah.
No, I mean I'll take that because I know that it's gonna produce white mana, which I can use.
I Animate. That would be nice.
So I'll go ahead and put that into play.
I thought you were going to exile my stuff for a second. It's like, I mean,
No, but if I sacrifice your hidden courtyard, it's going to be exiled.
yeah, that's fine. I don't have a way to recur lands or anything, so once it's in the yard, it's done.
Little Ramonap Excavator. One of the only non-bears in the deck. It's nice to see it when I don't have any lands in hand either for my little Eagle's influence as well. But it's there. Shoot. I'm going to play Wirewood Changeling. It's a shapeshifter. Changeling counts as a bear. It comes in, we give Mama Bear 2 more counters. Wirewood Changeling? Am I saying that right? Beep. Oh, Woodland Changeling, I'm sorry. Me and my foreign cards.
You
I
know,
was partially right.
I have
It's
a-
still up
I
there.
have a black market in this deck. That card would go hard. I mean, if I had a hand.
If I had a hand!
I think I actually did lose a bunch of my draw cards.
I could move the combat, get some more tokens. It's probably for the best. Can I do
Fight a
that
bunch of
too?
stuff or not.
Ah?
You get a bunch of counters on Eagle, fight a bunch of stuff, whatever you want.
I know, but there's like too much to fight now, and I can't really do much. I was kind of hoping for something to give me unblockable or trample at least, but here we are. Yeah.
You think big ass bears would have trample, right?
I think, right? There's a few that do, but
I think we
Something
should.
You would
gives it-
think.
I think we should rule zero that all bears have trample. If they're bigger than your
All
house, you should have trample.
Or Ravenous. Bear should have that mechanic Ravenous from OG Ravnica. Or Scavenge
Yeah.
or whatever it is.
they get like extra +1s for every blocker or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Rampage.
Sounds
We should just give them every ability.
Really,
I mean,
they should.
yeah, just make them look like a chroma.
Right, they should all. I mean, because like you think about it, humans are bigger than some of these bears, and I don't know a single human that could go hand to hand with a bear. So, I mean, think about it logically.
I think what I should do is play smart, but I'm not here to play smart.
Oh, jeez.
I'm going to move to combat.
All right.
I'm going to swing the Dragon Scar Bear at Jim this time. It's going to make a token coming at John and Thea. When the tokens enter, I'm going to put 4 more +1s onto Mama Bear. It'll go to 14. Before combat damage, I'm going to pay 4 to Second Harvest to make 2 more tokens. Put 4 more on Mama Bear. And these tokens do not have the caveat about Myriad. Oh, I have bears. What am I doing? I don't need an infinite token right now.
So,
Oh, I'm knocking everything over. Jeez, oh man.
so you're sending 2 tokens at me and Thea, correct?
Yeah, you guys each have a tapped attacking token. The copies do not come in attacking. They just come in.
Okay. Oh, okay. Never mind. So then-
It's Myriad, so Jim has a token coming at him too.
No, I got the original coming at me.
He's got the OG. The 2 tokens are coming at you and Thea.
Okay, I'll block the token with my Athreos.
I will block with Teysa. She's an
I'm-
10-11 right now.
I'm going to Horn of Gondor to make 4 more human tokens, and I'll block with one of them.
Okay. And then that will be my turn. I got nothing on the second main.
I don't have any infinite tokens, so I've got to make my own as I go here.
This is one of the few decks I actually have bears for. Somebody got me this little cute little panda, and then a not so cute like rich ass wall.
That's cool. That's
All right. I'm in a really bad place here because I've got like all of my legendary artifacts, which means that once I even get my my Templars in play, they're not going to be able to do anything.
that does suck.
They're all on the bottom of the library.
I mean, yeah, oh.
They are shorting.
You should have checked on that when you were searching for lands. Be like, oh, I need to shuffle up extra good.
Every time I shuffle, I see that they're in like the next 3 draws that I'm about to have, and then I just don't because I shuffle them down lower.
Yeah, same. Anytime I do any kind of shuffle, I was like, man, that next card was actually really good. That's better than what I'm searching for right now.
Oh man. Hey, Thea, what is it that you've got going on over there that's letting you keep on putting everything either back in your hand or erase it?
So, it's Athreos lets me put them back in my hand unless the person I target pays 3 life for each thing. So basically, unless someone is paying 18 life for 6 or multiples of 3, you can pay in any multiples of 3. But unless someone pays life, the apostles come back into my hand. Remembrance, though, lets me, every time an apostle dies, go and get one to replace it. And then Edgewalker discounts all of my cleric spells, which the Shadowborn Apostles are, by white and black, which means the Shadowborns are free to cast, and the Elisol Core is free to cast, and that is why I only paid 2 for the 2 generic for the Tabaraks and 1 generic for the Shadowrite Priest.
Okay, so Athreos is letting you put them back in your hand. At the same time, you've got the enchantment over there that's letting you search for replacements with the same name.
Yeah, so even if you paid the life, it wouldn't matter. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Sorry, I know I got what's going on. I'm just trying to plan my next move.
No, I wasn't asking that to be like weird or anything. I'm just saying, does it make sense in terms of like the sequencing? Did I do a good job explaining it? More so than like trying to be like an asshole.
Yeah, no, it does. I'm going to... Gosh, what can I even do here?
You have Wrath of God saved off to the side, don't you?
I do. I have Wrath of God safe off to the side, but that's going to put, I think, 24 of those apostles back in your hand.
12, but then also, you'll take
12 in your hand, and then you search for 12, right?
Yeah.
Right, so 24.
And then everyone will also take 17. Everyone will also take another 17 damage if you Wrath from Ellis's effect.
From what?
From Elisol Core's effect. Every time one of my creature dies, you all lose a life. I just thought you were going to Wrath, to be honest with you, because I was like fully prepared for it.
Yeah, no, I'm working on it. I'm trying to plan my thing out here. I'm trying to make sure that it actually does something instead of just putting everything back in your hand and making all the rest of us lose.
Yeah, so the thing about that is y'all can pay 3 life per thing, right? So you can pick and choose what stays in the graveyard and what goes back to my hand. So if you Wrath, I would target someone. They could pick and choose which life they pay.
I got it. I understand what you're talking about. I'm trying to figure out how to turn that off.
You have to have.
So I don't need to keep telling me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. You'd have to exile. Athreos is indestructible, so you'd have to have some kind of exile effect, like John did earlier when he passed it.
Yeah, I have a way to exile one thing. I can exile one thing at instant speed, but I can't do anything about the remembrance. So it's either the commander or the thing that's going to make you guys lose a lot of life. But she can activate them in response to me doing that, so it's kind of self-fulfilling. Like,
oh wow, that's kind of wild there.
Yeah. So
it's the same thing with your Templars. Your Templars are the white version of Shadowborn Apostle, right? If I'm remembering correctly, you can have any number of them, and then you get some kind of effect for a white mana.
Yes, but for tapping them, not for sacrificing them.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
And also, haven't had a single one show up yet. What the heck?
Yeah, that's so.
I'm
sorry. They're in there somewhere, right?
I'm about to be down to nothing but them, and then I'll still manage to not draw anything. It's going to be wild.
Yeah, so you could Wrath, I could exile something in response, but then she can just sack them. So she will either get them all back into her hand, and we'll all lose life, but next turn it'll be a little slower, maybe. Oh,
yeah.
Thanks for the raid. Oh my god.
Okay, so I'm gonna pay 2 here to put in Andril Narzel Reforged and bump my camera again. Yay.
Nice. Love it.
I'm going to, and I get to ascend now because I control 10 or more permanent. So I've got the city's blessing. Yay.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blessed. I've got something going on. That's. I'll go ahead and attach that to one of my random human soldiers here. So whenever that one particular human soldier attacks, I get to put a 1/1 counter on each creature I control. Oh, 2 1/1 counters on each creature I control. Shoot, and I'm going to swing that one creature at... I'm going to swing that one creature at John.
How big is it?
It's a 3/3 because it's getting 2 1/1 counters.
Do I need to kill it? What's going on?
I mean, it's a 3/3 with no abilities.
Oh.
It's also gonna Wrath, so.
Yeah, I'll just put Taysa in front of it. I guess she's a 10/11.
Okay, well it's gonna die there.
Yeah.
That's just gonna die. Now I've got 6 human soldiers here, and then I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. Do you have an effect on my end step, John, or on his end step?
Oh man. Yeah, I guess I should do this. But tap. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna hold off. I'll pass. No, nothing for me. I'm just gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not. I'm mortified, but I'm not like dead.
Lose a life. Draw. All right. Trying to decide what I want to do.
Yeah, you probably should have wrath.
All right. I will play a Plains for my land for turn. Yeah, this is tough because if I cast anything, you can just respond to it, right?
Yeah, I have an instant speed sack outlet, and I can sack those spirits to exile target creature. So
Yeah, but how many? You need 3. How many do you have?
I have 2, but if I sack this, I'll have 3, and then I can sack them.
Yeah, but I can also respond, right?
Yeah, it's instant speed. You can instant speed respond.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna make you have it. Then
Sure.
I'm gonna play a Phyrexian Altar, so it's on the stack.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna sack Marionette Apprentice. Create. So when it dies, this will get a +1/+1 counter. I'll create another white spirit.
Do we all lose a life from Apprentice?
It's another creature, so no.
Okay.
And then I will exile 3 of my spirits. Oh shit. Alright, give me input. What do you think's the best one to hit? Do you guys care about life loss, or you guys care about the recursion? Because yes, or do you guys care about the reduced cost? There's a lot.
I mean, it's all
Probably
bad. I'm
either
not
way.
gonna lie.
Yeah, it's all pretty bad, but it's.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is it's all pretty bad.
So if we
I
get
think
rid
the
of
worst part is the recursion, because anytime that any of those creatures dies, it's going to come back more.
Well, so the thing is, yes, you're true, but if we get rid of the thing that lets her cast it for free, she needs to have the mana, which Phyrexian Altar will give her the mana, but, I mean, yeah. But if she sacrifices them to that, she can't sacrifice them to Search for Demons. But
Well, is Phyrexian Altar still on the stack?
it is on the stack.
It is, yeah.
All right, then how about I make it just a little bit easier and path to exile her commander there,
Okay, that does make it a lot easier.
and
Okay,
then
so now Path is on the stack on top. Well, you have to declare your targets for the spirit.
So if he's
when
gonna...
you activate.
I will target the creature that reduces their cost by Orzhov.
Okay, so then in response, I'll sacrifice 6. So you'll all lose 6 life. That will trigger my Athreos and my Remembrance. I'll target you, Del. You can either pay 3 life, multiples of 3 life up to 18, or I get them all back in my hand.
You know what? Yeah.
Okay, he paid 18 life. All right.
All right. And then I will go and search. So Athreos and the Edgewalker are being targeted, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So then I will go and fetch Razakath the Foul-Blooded. So it's a 8/8 flying trample. I can pay 2 life, sacrifice another creature, and search my library for a card and put that card into my hand and then shuffle. So what I will do is I will sacrifice the Path is targeting my commander. Yeah. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll sacrifice the Edgewalker, and then you're targeting the Edgewalker, right?
Yes, I am targeting the Edgewalker.
Okay. So I'll pay 2 life. I'll sacrifice the Edgewalker. You'll all lose a life from Ellis.
So Del is dead.
And then Jim, I'll target you. You can either pay 3 life or I'll put this back in my hand.
Don't do it. It's a trick.
No, you gotta pay the life fee, unfortunately.
Well, I also have the Unburial Rights in my graveyard. So that is public knowledge, so I can flash it back and get it back. So pay 3 life, make it harder, sure, but just so you know.
Sorcery speed, though, right?
Yeah, but it's still my turn, so. Oh, and then I gain a life when Razakath ETBs from. Also, sorry, Tabarax will get 6 1/1 counters, and I will not draw a card. So 3, you pay 3 life? Cool. So then I'll pay another 2 life, sacrificing my Athreos, and I will send it back to the command zone. And I will pay another 2 life, and I will search for a Pull from Eternity. I guess I don't have to reveal it. I don't think it really matters, but all right. So Cool. So then everything will resolve in reverse. So path will fizzle, the arena, the spirits will fizzle, and then the Phyrexian altar will land. And then after that, we're good.
Yep. Yep.
And you all lose another 2 life from Ellis from the creatures I sacrificed.
I don't.
Yep.
Dead.
You are indeed dead.
All right. Sweet. So how much mana does everyone have open? 2 black and...
You have quite a bit open over there, don't you, Jim?
How much
Sorry about
mana?
that. Sorry about that. 4 white, 3 green.
All right. I guess I'll just have to try and swing for the fences. I will tap 1, 2, 3, 4 to flashback and burial rites. I will use it to target the Edgewalker. So Edgewalker is back on the battlefield.
In response to the activation, I will activate the Spymaster's Vault. So how many creatures died this turn? I had 3, 4, and you had 6, 8, correct?
I had 8, yeah.
So 4, 8, that's 12.
Yep.
I don't know if I can do anything really. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Cool. I did draw away. So I will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more +1/+1 counters. 18 total.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I will play a Shadowborn Apostle. So Ellis will trigger. I'll gain a life. I will... Oh, also, when these 6 Shadowborn Apostles die, sorry, I go and get 6 more. I forgot that. Cool. Yeah, then I'll play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll gain another 6 life. Try to decide what I want to do. It's a little bit tough because... Yeah. So I'm guessing based on the fact that I played all those and you could have responded at any point, you don't have any answers, like instant speed answers?
I have 1 card in my hand.
Okay. All right. Well, then that will help because that'll make things much quicker. All right. I'm going to sacrifice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to Phyrexian Altar. So you'll all lose 7. And I will make them in combinations of black and white to recast my commander. Then what I will do is I will tap... Oh, sorry, that'll trigger Remembrance. So I'll go and get 6 more. Or 7 more, actually. Sorry.
Wait, do you still have that creature on that lets you play stuff for free?
Yes.
She brought it back.
Okay, so I think at this point you can just keep on sacking stuff and replaying it for life drain and just win right here at sorcery speed.
There is a loop present.
Is that accurate, Thea? Is if we don't have anything to interfere with it, you can just keep on sacrificing those, replaying them for free, and that 28 more times, so that me and John lose life.
Yeah, but I don't... Let me count. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So yeah, so I'll cast Echoing Return, so that will exile. So I'll get all of the Shadowborn Apostles in my graveyard back to my hand. 21. Yeah, so what I can do is replay all the Shadowborns. I'll present it. So I can replay all of the Shadowborns. I'll gain 20 life. And then what I can do is I can sacrifice all of those. That's 27 damage.
Yeah.
And then I can just... So there are multiple ways I can do this. My Tabaraks will be gaining all of the counters, so I can swing with that. Or I can just sacrifice one more thing, and then Ellis I can sacrifice my Shadowrite Priest, and that will be game.
That is game.
So it's however you want it. Yeah. However you want it to go.
All right. Well, that was an interesting one. We had 2 of the decks with the unlimited amount of creatures in them, so that's cool. That's cool. But let's start with Dale. Go ahead, throw your links in the chat if you want to, real quick, before we sign off. Anything you got going on?
What the fuck?
You good there, buddy?
All of it posted.
Oh, all right. Well,
that wasn't me. Hold on.
Oh.
Well,
did you
yeah, I don't know. That wasn't me. I promise. I don't know. Somehow that's copied. That's scary.
Yeah, that is weird.
So I don't have my link tree copied anymore for some reason. I have that. So please don't ban me. Oh, I think I was trying to click the message to report it. It must have copied it. Anyway, I am Dell, aka Delicious God. I am not a spammer, I promise. I've been playing my Bears deck. You can find me on YouTube and Twitter at The Delicious God, where I post low-effort Magic content, etc. I have some projects on the horizon that I'm working on that might take a little while, but we'll get there. Keep an eye out for that. Like, check me out on YouTube and Twitter. Like I said, follow me on there, please and thank you. It's been fun. Thank you for having me, and hope to see you again soon.
Awesome. Next up, we have Jim.
All right, how you guys doing? I am Jim, the Alolan Professor, and I am also not a spammer, but I do enjoy my spam.
Nice.
So make sure that you go out and you eat your spam. It's good fried or cold or sliced or diced or however you want to do it. You can find me on all my link trees down there. You can find me at Alolan Professor on Twitter. You can also read my articles and guides over on thegamer.com, including my fresh How to Build a Templar Knights guide, which I swear actually does work if you can draw a single Templar Knight.
They're in there. They're in there.
They exist. There was one 5 more draws down.
They're just trying.
All right. So that's all I've got. Thanks for having me today.
Of course, and last but definitely not least, we have tonight's victor. We have Thea.
Hi everyone, you can find me on Twitter at Thea Esky, where I get into discourse and all of the things related to Magic. And this was a super awesome game. I loved being able to show off the power of this deck, and I loved being able to play with all of you. So thank you for having me, John, and I'm glad I could sort of help fill in last minute. And it's always great to play on your channel. I love the chaos and the unpredictability of the games, and having to be forced to really think on your toes. So thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. But that is going to be it for tonight. I am going to find someone to raid. I did throw my link tree in there as well, but you can find me, Chaotic Commander, on Twitch, here, YouTube, and Twitter, or X. Let's see, who do we want to raid?